Number 12. Magrail booster. Freight trains have always needed locomotives at the front. The Magrail booster by Nomo ends that. It installs a linear motor stator directly along existing tracks and equips individual wagons with compatible control electronics, turning every freight wagon into an independently powered unit that can accelerate, brake, and operate completely without a locomotive attached. Each wagon becomes its own engine. The system is already running in pilot programs in Germany and Poland, proving that an entire century of rail logistics can be redesigned without replacing a single piece of rolling stock. Number 11. AI-NE exoskeleton. The DNSYSZ-1 weighs 680 grams per leg. It delivers 50 Newton-meters of torque, boosts leg strength by 50%, and removes the equivalent of 150 kilograms of pressure from the wearer's knees in real time. Its AI adapts instantly to individual movement patterns, making hiking, skiing, and stair climbing measurably more efficient. On steep inclines, it reduces heart rate by up to 30%. Battery life runs 3 to 8 hours with hot swappable packs. At $1,399, this is not a medical device or a military prototype. It is a consumer product shipping now. Number 10. Fusion Energy Machine. AE Technologies built a fusion machine called NORM, a compact beam-driven field reversed configuration reactor that is the first system in history to generate plasma entirely through neutral beam injection. No complex external magnets. No radioactive fuel. It runs on hydrogen boron, which produces almost zero radioactive waste. NORM validates the core technology that will power TAE's next-generation commercial fusion reactor. Clean energy from the same process that powers the sun, produced by a machine small enough to fit in a research facility. Number 9. Smart Contact Lens. Mojo Vision built the world's first smart contact lens with a built-in micro-LED display delivering 14,000 pixels per inch inside a lens smaller than a fingernail. Each lens contains its own processor, wireless radio, motion sensors, and battery. It projects navigation, notifications, and real-time data directly into the wearer's field of vision without glasses, headsets, or any external screen. Development paused temporarily due to funding, but Mojo has since redirected its micro-LED technology into broader display innovation. The engineering problem of putting a functional computer onto a contact lens has been solved. The rest is commercialization. Number 8. Deep Robotics X30. The Deep Robotics X30 is a quadruped industrial robot that operates from -20 to 55 degrees Celsius, carries an IP67 dust and water protection rating, climbs industrial open riser stairs, handles 45-degree slopes, and steps over 20-centimeter obstacles at speeds approaching 4 meters per second. Its fusion perception system combines visible light imaging with thermal cameras and intelligent algorithms for autonomous navigation in complete darkness. It is already deployed in Singapore under the name Spot, autonomously inspecting underground power tunnels for leaks and structural cracks without any human operator present. Number 7. Microfluidic chip cooling. The fundamental problem with pushing processor performance has always been heat. Microfluidic cooling solves it by etching microscopic liquid channels directly into the silicon itself, placing coolant at the exact source of the heat rather than drawing it away through external systems afterward. Microsoft, in collaboration with Corinthus, demonstrated that microfluidic cooling removes heat 3 times faster than conventional methods, while reducing peak chip temperatures by nearly 65%. In 3-dimensional stacked chip architectures, where heat concentration is the primary engineering barrier, this technology is the unlock that allows the next generation of performance to exist. Number 6. Autonomous combat jet with no pilot. The CA-1 Europa, built by Helsing in collaboration with GR AI Aircraft, is a mid-sized, unmanned combat aerial vehicle running the Helsing Centaur AI pilot system, capable of independent flight control, tactical decision-making, and combat execution with zero human input during a mission. Its airframe features internal payload bays adaptable for sensors, weapons, or electronic warfare systems across different mission profiles. Its cranked wings, canted tails, and angled surfaces reduce radar visibility. It operates solo or within coordinated swarms alongside crewed aircraft. Europe has built an AY fighter jet. It is not a concept. It flies. Number 5. Willow Quantum Chip. Google's Willow Quantum Chip has 105 transmon qubits and achieved something that fundamentally changes the field: below threshold scaling, where adding more qubits actually reduces error rates rather than increasing them. This reverses the central problem that has prevented quantum computing from becoming practical for over 2 decades. In a benchmark test, Willow completed a random circuit sampling task in under 5 minutes. A classical supercomputer would require 10 septillion years to do the same. That is not a speed improvement. That is a completely different category of computation. Number 4. Wind-powered cargo ship. The Oceanbird or Sailwind is a roll-on roll-off cargo vessel designed to carry over 7,000 vehicles using 6 massive rigid composite wing sails as its primary propulsion system. Each sail is engineered to tilt, rotate, and capture wind at optimal angles for maximum drive, made from recycled materials and built for aerodynamic performance at scale. The design targets 90% lower emissions than conventional cargo ships of comparable size. The EU's Horizon Europe program is supporting its development. Global shipping carries around 80% of world trade. Cutting its emissions by 90% with wind sails is not a marginal improvement. It is a fundamental restructuring of how international commerce moves. Number 3. Mars Helicopter Fleet. Skyfall is a NASAJPL and AeroEnvironment concept for deploying 6 autonomous helicopters to Mars simultaneously, not as passengers on a separate lander, but through a maneuver where the helicopters detach from their descent capsule mid-atmospheric entry and land themselves independently. Each carries advanced cameras and radar systems to build 3-dimensional terrain models and detect subsurface water and ice ahead of human missions. The Ingenuity helicopter proved a single rotorcraft could fly on Mars. Skyfall scales that to a coordinated autonomous fleet capable of scouting entire regions simultaneously. The single most important question for human Mars missions is where to land. This answers it. Number 2. CATL Dual Power Battery. CATL's FreeVoid Dual Power Battery uses a 2-zone architecture where each independent section operates with its own voltage, cooling, and safety system. The standout engineering is the self-forming anode, a dense internal structure that builds itself during early charge cycles, increasing energy density 60% by volume and 50% by weight compared to previous generation batteries. It supports 12 times charge rate fast charging and stable operation at -40 degrees Celsius. It pairs different chemistries: sodium ion with LFP for cold weather, NCM with LFP for ultra-long range, and switches between them dynamically based on demand. Already adopted by Li Auto and Chery, this changes what electric vehicles can do at the fundamental cell level. Number 1. ESA Orbital Hub Network. The European Space Agency's future space transport ecosystem is the most ambitious logistics infrastructure ever designed. A modular, reusable, interoperable network of orbital hubs, autonomous transfer vehicles, and service spacecraft capable of docking, refueling, repairing, and maintaining satellites directly in orbit. Instead of one-off rocket launches for every mission, the system creates permanent infrastructure in space, hub-and-spoke stations serving as refueling depots and assembly platforms, with transfer vehicles moving payloads between orbits or outward to the moon and beyond. The technology is being developed across 4 dedicated tracks, reusable boosters, propulsion systems, breakthrough innovations, and in space demonstrations are being built with standardized interfaces so any operator's hardware can connect to any part of the network. This is not a transport concept. It is the construction of a permanent human economic presence in space built on infrastructure rather than individual missions. Everything that comes after, lunar colonization, asteroid mining, deep space exploration, depends on this existing first. Freight trains that need no locomotive. Exoskeletons that eliminate knee pressure. A fusion reactor running on hydrogen and boron. A contact lens with a built-in computer. A quantum chip that finishes in minutes what a supercomputer cannot finish in the age of the universe. An unmanned combat jet. A cargo ship powered by the wind. A fleet of autonomous helicopters landing themselves on Mars. These are not science fiction. They are engineering projects with test results and deployment dates. Drop a comment telling us which one changes daily life the fastest. Check the end screen right now for more technology breakdowns waiting for you.